So in this video, what I want to do is talk about my favorite everyday carry items that I bring with me pretty much, again, like it says in the title, every single day. And I've tried to avoid the mainstays like obviously your iPhone, your Apple Watch, and I wanted to talk about mostly auxiliary products that kind of work alongside those that really enhance your experience while using them. So without further ado, let's talk about everything that I carry with me, whether it's on a short day trip or whether I'm gone for a week. Let's get into it. So the first item is actually my back pocket, and it has to be the MagSafe wallet that I recommend to pretty much everybody now at this point. There's an abundance of MagSafe wallets now in the market. If you just type in on Amazon, there's hundreds of different ones from different colors, different form factors, different functionalities, and I like to keep it really simple, and there's two main things with this one that have really set it apart for me. The first one has to be the strength of the magnets. These magnets are so strong that even without a MagSafe case, it's going to stay on your phone with no problems whatsoever, and that's one of the big mainstays of this. And then the second thing has to be the fact that it's actually a side push as opposed to an up and down push, meaning this is actually called the Lefty by Smartish. You actually push your cards out from the left-hand side, and that not only makes it a little bit easier to push them out because there's less space so you need to actually pull the cards out, but secondly, it gives you more surface area when grabbing onto the cards themselves. And then when it comes to how many you can fit in here, right now I have 3 metal credit cards, I have my ID, and I have a Polaroid picture, and I could probably fit up to 1 more metal card in here, so it allows me to fit multiple cards as opposed to just maybe 2 or 3. And then another thing that's amazing about this is that whether you have just 1 card or you're loading this up with 5 or 6 cards, you can rest assured that it's not going to kind of overextend itself, and then it's not going to fall out if you only have 1 card. So that is what I love about this wallet. It is my recommendation. And for the price of about $20 or $25 depending on when you're watching this, made out of vegan leather, very well made. I've been using this for about 6-7 months now, and it's my go-to wallet every single day, and it's what I carry with me at all times. So now let's look at what's actually in this tech organizer, and this first and foremost is by a company called Woolnut, and I've been using their products for the better part of a year now at this point, and I absolutely love what they have going on. They make very premium accessories for the Apple ecosystem, like laptop cases, iPad cases, iPhone cases, little tech organizers, headphone cases that all fit very well into the Apple ecosystem, have amazing zippers, and it's made out of full grain Scandinavian leather, which is something I've never had before. And you know you have a great and well-made product when you open it up and the first thing you get is that amazing scent of that full grain leather. So if you guys are looking for a premium leather case to hold all your little tech accessories, this one by Woolnut is a great option, and the zippers even are super satisfying to open up. But once we get this thing open, you can see that I have pretty much everything I would need, and it does almost fold flat, which I kind of prefer that it doesn't fold flat, so it kind of stays up. And we're just going to go through everything that's in this casing from left to right. So the first one over here to the left is an actual pencil holder, and of course you can put whatever kind of pen you want on here. It could be an Apple Pencil, a regular pencil, a pen, a multi-tool, but I use this for my Apple Pencil alternative that I like to test out, and I've been using it with my iPad mini more and more, because of course the new iPad mini 7 supports the Apple Pencil Pro and the USB-C Apple Pencil, but I did have a $15 Penoval Pencil that does work and gives you 99% of what the regular Apple Pencil gives you. So it charges via USB-C, it does magnetically attach, it does not charge magnetically, but it does magnetically attach, so it does hold on to the side of the iPad the same way that the Apple Pencil does. It connects just via the actual physical touch of the pencil to the iPad itself, so I love this, and it has, and like I said, it pretty much gives you 99% of what you would need. Now, if you're a designer or an artist, I probably wouldn't go with this one, but if you're like me and you just like to jot down notes, you like to sketch things around, because for $15 or $20 you can buy 5 of these and still be cheaper than something like the Apple Pencil Pro. So Penoval Pencil as an Apple Pencil alternative for any iPad is a great little accessory that I like to carry with me at all times whenever I do need it. Next up in here, of course, I have to have an AirTag, so this is the AirTag that I've been using. I don't have it in a case because it fits perfectly in here, and AirTags right now are on sale like crazy. I believe a 4-pack is $72 as opposed to $100, and I have a ton of AirTags pretty much scattered all over the place for all of my tech accessories to make sure that I never lose them. They're very self-explanatory, and of course now, with iOS 18.2, depending on when you're watching this, you're able to share the location of your AirTags with other people so they can also track it if you are sharing, let's say, a luggage with a spouse, or maybe you're sharing a backpack with somebody else, or you share a bicycle with a brother or sister. You can now do that with the AirTag. I try not to have too many of the obvious products in here, but I had to throw my AirPods Pro Gen 2 just because I wear them every single day, I use them all the time, they go wherever I go no matter what. I use these headphones 90% of the time no matter what situation I'm in, and the price to performance ratio is unmatched, and it keeps getting better over time as a hearing aid, USB-C, now you can use Find My with it. AirPods Pro Gen 2 is always my recommendation, and they're always on sale on Amazon as well, so I'll leave this link down below. And this one also has a walnut case. Only reason I really have a case on here isn't to protect it, it's more so to differentiate at home, because my wife has her own pair of AirPods Pro Gen 2 without a case, so I want to make sure we don't get them confused when we are picking them up. The next thing I have in here is going to be Kuxiu's 3-in-1 Qi 2 wireless charger, and this is going to charge your big three, right? It's going to charge your iPhone, your AirPods, as well as your Apple Watch, and it's going to fast charge them because this is Qi 2 certified, meaning you get 15 watts of charging for your iPhone on the MagSafe puck. You do get 5 watts of fast charging on the Apple Watch and another 5 watts on the bottom for your AirPods Pro or any other wirelessly charging headphones. And then you do need a 30-watt brick to really get the full power out of it. But what's nice about this is that in the packaging, it comes with the cable as well as a charging brick and even its own carrying case if you do want to bring one. I do like to keep these separate because I like to keep this charger with all this other stuff. So I do have another charging brick that I'm going to mention here, but this does come with a charging brick included in the price, which is something that you don't see very often anymore. So Kuxiu's Qi 2 wireless charger, for the price, the quality, and speed of charging, is a no-brainer. And then behind here, I have a zipper, and behind that zipper, I have my Raycon Magic Slim MagSafe battery, and this kind of just looks like a garden variety MagSafe battery, but there's two huge things that I love about this. First and foremost, this is 5,000 milliamps, and it's in such a slim and compact form factor, which is something I haven't seen before with 5,000 milliamps. I haven't seen anything as thin as this and as, well made as this in my opinion. And then the second thing, which is, again, the only MagSafe battery third-party bank that I've seen do this, is that it integrates with your battery widget and it integrates with iOS. I don't know how they did it because I haven't seen any other third-party MagSafe battery pack be able to do this, but of course you have your light indicators on the rear, but you can actually see the battery capacity going up or down depending on if you're charging it or not on your iOS device while it's being used. So that's something that you haven't seen before outside of Apple's first-party charger. How Raycon did it, I don't know, but I love this one and I never want to lose this one. Alright, so as we continue, in the middle, I like to bring some sort of USB-C hub with me at all times just in case. Not that I'm always going to be using it or always need it, but it's always good to have one that has at least an HDMI port and SD card readers and possibly a USB-A port, right? This one's by a company called Hyper. I like to bring this one with me, not because it's anything special or anything, just because it's compact enough and it actually solves all the needs that I would need in a pinch, right? So like I said, this is a 6-in-1, so it's got an HDMI 2.0 port, it's got a USB-C pass-through that allows up to 65 watts of power pass-through, SD card and micro SD card slot, USB-A 3.2 Gen 2 port, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. And this one's technically made for the iPad, but of course this connects to pretty much anything that has a USB-C port, so it can connect to your iPhone, to your iPad, to your MacBook, or whatever the case may be. And it even has a magnetic removable piece here that, again, allows you to connect it to other devices that aren't an iPad. This is just so it doesn't rub up against the iPad, but you can use this with your MacBook Pro or your MacBook Air or even your new Mac Mini. And now going on to the other side of the Woolnut case, I obviously need to bring my SSD with me. The one I've been using more and more is the Lexar SSD. This is the 4TB version, and what I like about this is the thinness of it, the read and write speeds, which give you up to 2,000 megabytes per second, which is faster than something like the Samsung T9. It's a little bit more expensive than those Samsung T7s or T9, but it's only about a $30 increase in price, and these are also on sale if you guys want to check them out. But for the thinness, the compactness, the reliability, the speeds, it's a no-brainer if you are somebody that's using external storage often. Like I edit everything off of this SSD, and I use it with my Mac Mini, I use it with my iPad Pro, and now I even use it with my iPhone 16 Pro Max. And behind that I have my Moft MagSafe tripod stand. What I like about this is just the modularity of it. This is one of those accessories which, when it was pitched to me, I thought this was going to be something that I would never actually use, but I tend to use this a ton. Especially when you are on the go alone and you need somebody to maybe take a picture of you, or you need to have a tripod. Instead of carrying a big tripod, this is basically an origami style tripod that connects to the back of your phone via MagSafe magnets. Now of course, it's not going to be as tall as a normal tripod, but it elevates your phone up to 8 inches off the ground. You can stand it on somewhere, and it also has some very strong magnets on here, so whether or not you have a case on your iPhone, it's still strong enough to be able to hold onto your iPhone. And not only does it work as an actual tripod, but it works as a normal iPhone stand, so you can actually watch video in vertical and horizontal mode. And then finally, you can even use it because it overextends, and you can kind of use this as a selfie stick, or again, a quasi selfie stick because it's kind of small, but it extends it enough where it's a comfortable length in order to get you in the frame whenever needed. So again, one of those unique accessories that I didn't think I would use, but now I use almost every single week. And now the last two things that I do need to mention is, of course, we need to have a cable, and then we need to have a charging brick. The charging brick that I use is going to be the 35-watt slim charging brick by Nomad. This one is their single USB-C port one. They also have another slim one, which is their 65-watt charger with 2 ports. That one is a little bit more expensive and a little bit larger, but it's the same idea that it sits flush against the wall, which I absolutely love. So This will fit great behind a couch, behind a nightstand, and you don't have to worry about the prongs bending or something kind of getting in the way because this sits flush with your wall, which is great to see. And again, for this size, 35 watts is kind of unheard of. And then lastly, the cable by Raycon. This is a newer edition, and I like this one because, again, it allows you to swivel the actual port a full 180 degrees so it doesn't, again, protrude out of a wall. So this, combined with that Nomad Slim charger, is a match made in heaven in my opinion. And a couple other things I like about this is that it's made out of some great material, so you know it's going to last a long time. And it also has a charging indicator on each side, so that there's a little lightning bolt there that light up green when you are receiving power from any device. So that gives you peace of mind that you know you are getting a charge. But those are my absolute favorite accessories in my everyday carry. Again, I wanted to keep these things a little bit small, things that I could recommend, things that you can kind of fit into any packaging, any backpack, any purse, any small carrying case like this one. So I definitely recommend checking all these out. I'm going to leave them linked down below for you guys to check out and see if maybe you want to pick one of these up to complete your everyday carry. That'll do it for this video, everybody. If you did make it to this point, leave a little dolphin in the comments down below so I know you made it to the end. Leave a comment down below of your favorite accessory that I mentioned, if you're going to pick one of these up. And lastly, let me know a piece of everyday carry that you bring with you at all times that might not be obvious, and maybe I'll pick it up, check it out, and give it a little review. But that'll do it, everybody. If you want to watch more videos like this one, definitely check out one of these videos right here. And until next time, I'm Fernando, and I'm out of here, everybody. Peace.